Briar managed to calm herself and she walked along with the other dragon slayers. However, they had to stop once more. Wendy was standing right behind. She wasn't moving or doing anything. Briar became a little annoyed, but she had to find out what's the problem. Wendy? Briar said. What's the matter? She said. Wendy, what is it? Wendy did not look up. She looked really upset. When she lifted her head, she had tears streaming down her face. She looked really distressed. Briar and the other dragon slayers were surprised. Wendy, are you okay? Natsu said. Hey, what's the matter, kid? What's wrong? Sting said. Wendy didn't say anything, but she continued to cry. Carla went over to Wendy. Child, what is it? What is the matter? Why are you crying? What is it? Wendy sniffled. Then she pointed over. Look there. Look. They turned and they saw. It was a lifeless, seemingly infestation, but it didn't look so scary and fierce. This one was pretty different. It looked so small and so frail, and it looks with Wendy of sad eyes. It looked like an experiment reject. The poor thing was just lying there, and it didn't have any chance of surviving. Briar couldn't believe it. Oh my God, she said to herself. Oh man, it's an infestation. Yeah, it's not the scary kind, Gagio said. Oh boy, Laxus said, shaking his head. What are we gonna do? He asked. Wendy knew, but she continued to sob. Well, I guess we gotta put it out of its misery, Lector said. He was crying a little, but Frosh was crying as well, like Wendy. This is so sad. This is so terrible. Happy was crying as well. Natsu, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna end its misery? Natsu didn't answer. We're gonna have to do it somehow. All of a sudden, he looked over at everyone. So, who wants to do it? There was no way Wendy could. With that condition she was in, she was shaking and she fell to her knees and continued to sob. Gagio came over and patted a hand on her back. I don't think I can do it, Gagio admitted. He just bowed his head. His hand where it was on Wendy's back was now on the floor into a fist. This made Sting a little uncomfortable. Oh, please. If it wants to be ended that way, maybe I should, Sting said. He was trying his best to maybe look a little laid back, but deep down he looked really upset. This never happened when he tried to end the one person that had trained him, that one single dragon. He couldn't do it. He just couldn't, and neither could Rogue. They were the ones that slayed their own dragons, their own parents, but this was really something different. Laxus couldn't do it either. The thought of ending this poor creature's life really put him down in such grief. And neither could Natsu. This was too much, even for the rest of the Exceeds. Suddenly, Briar took a deep breath, and then she said, "I'll do it." Everyone looked at Briar with shock. No, you can't," Natsu said. "Natsu, please. I know. But if we leave it here to die like this, I'm gonna feel really miserable. This is going to really upset me so much, but I have to do it, even if I don't want to, and I really don't," Briar said. She turned to Rogue and outstretched her hand. "Can I borrow your blade?" she asked. Rogue looked at Briar with shock, but he didn't hesitate to hand it over. Briar took it and went over at the infestation. "You don't have to do this," Natsu said. "Natsu, it's my decision and mine alone," Briar said in a strained voice. "Please, don't do it. Not in this condition. Not with... Please, I can handle it," Briar said. "You can't handle it," Natsu said. Briar was so angry that she screamed at him, saying, "It is mine, and mine alone!" And she realized what she said. "I'm sorry, Natsu. It's okay. I can do this." She looked over at the creature. The creature looked at her with pity in its eyes. Briar had tears in her eyes and tried to force them back. Then she whispered, "I'm sorry." Then she let the blade drop. All of a sudden, Natsu looked away, grimacing, clenching his fists. Gatiel was twitching. Wendy cried even more harder. Stinging Roe just looked away, uncomfortable. Lexus was really upset as well. Happy was so emotional of seeing this that he ran over to his master and hugged Natsu. Natsu hugged him. The other Exceeds did not take it too well, and Briar had tears streaming down her face so much that she collapsed on her knees as the memory of Jack Hollister falling from the cliff began to haunt her even more. My God. Briar said sobbingly. Natsu came over and lifted Briar up on her feet and gave her a hug. "It's okay. It's okay," Natsu said. Briar continued to cry. "Natsu, I know you never killed a dragon before, but have you ever felt bad about hurting someone? Have you ever given someone a mercy kill?" "No, not like this. But I think I know how you feel. It must be pretty hard for you," Natsu said. I didn't want him to die." "Huh?" "I didn't want Jack Hollister to be thrown off the cliff like that. I didn't mean to. I just wanted him to be punished, but not in that way. I didn't want death to take him." "You know what? You felt really bad about it. But look at yourself. You're alive. But he isn't, and he was the most cruelest person that would ever torment you over the death of your own friends. The miserable life that you have. But be grateful. You got your mom. You got us. We're your friends. But never forget about the friends that really inspired you. And as for Jack Hollister, about what you did, just let that go. He deserved it for everything he's done to you. Are you sure? I mean, don't worry. It's gonna be fine. I'm not saying he deserved it, but I'm saying that maybe you should try to let that go. You didn't mean to, and it was okay. You shouldn't torment yourself like this. Alright? Natsu said. Yeah. We're almost there. We're almost out of these woods, Briar said, and they continue on with the journey. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. That was really an intense chapter there. I'm really sorry that I had to put that in there, but it's been like in my head all the time somehow. And I know you guys must be thinking, what the heck is wrong with her? Why would she put something like that in a crossover? Well, guys, I'm sorry. I know, but you know, it was pretty sad. But yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it, about a mercy kill. Just like in some medias, like you see people giving someone a mercy kill, and it's really, really painful to watch. And it's really sad for you if you guys find it really upsetting. And yeah, I have to agree. Seeing scenes like that make me want to cry. It's really upsetting. So I'm sorry you had to hear me narrate that. I hope you guys can forgive me. Don't worry, in this next part of Briar's point of view, she's gonna be meeting Frigga Phantomine. So, yeah. So, I'll see you guys next time. I'm Catherine Donovan. I'll see you later.